we have to try and describe atmospheres and gravity and solar systems and galaxies, but how they came into existence and how the world rotates on an invisible axis and hasn't moved from the spot since Jesus put it there, those are the things that we cannot understand or adequately put into the right words, but it's all wrapped up in the phrase, by faith we believe. May not have the scientific jargon to explain how the world is suspended in the middle of nothing and rotates on what they say is an axis, but I can't see it. Solar systems are strategically placed in where God put them there for a purpose. The sun is so many miles away from this earth so it doesn't burn up. We can't explain it, but the simple words, by faith we believe. That's what I resort to on things that I cannot explain. But this belief has confidence in someone who is reliable, because Jesus never fails. And because he is reliable, whatever the substance we are hoping for, we can believe will come to pass. And it's not based on our intellectual or human reasoning, it's all due to the power of faith in Jesus. What we have faith in, or what we are believing God for, must also fit into his kingdom plans. And these things have the capacity of building up the body of Christ and growing individuals in their relationship with Jesus Christ. And so the text says, by faith the elders obtained a good report, and by faith Abel offered up to God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain. Abel offered God his best. And he had faith to give back to God the best of what God had blessed him to produce. His blessing was tied to God. Cain just gave an offering of the fruit of the land, but it wasn't his best. Abel offered God a firstling. And a firstling is a firstborn. You treasure your firstborn. And they are treasures, and those are the treasures that you set aside. You keep those treasures. But this goes back to our lesson on tithing. If your blessing is tied to God, what God increases in your life, then you should give back to him first. Can I get a witness? No, I need a better witness than that. See, you don't give God what you have left over if there's enough. I've heard people say, Pastor, I'm just not there yet. I can't afford. No, you can't afford not to do it the right way. Because if you take what belongs to God, you're robbing from God. And he said, you're going to have money, but it's like having money with pockets with holes in them. It's going to, money going to keep running right on through you. And you're going to wonder, why am I not accumulating? I'm working, I'm toiling, I'm making all of this money, but I can't seem to save a nickel. Because you're experiencing the curse. Give him your first fruit. It's not about your bottom line after balancing your checkbook. It's about the storehouse of God that you are tied to that has no bottom line. Oh, you just missed that. It's not what your bottom line says after. See, you take out everything that you want. You'll pay cable and won't pay God. You'll pay cell phone and won't pay God. You'll pay on your PayPal account but won't pay God. You'll pay JCPenney's and Macy's but won't pay God. You'll pay Target and Sears but you won't pay God. You'll pay city We need to give him our first fruit. If he's at the top, then I may be able to watch some HBO. If he's at the top, then I can keep my cell phone bill running. Those are all extras. But we need to give it to God first. And verse 6 sums it up. He says, but without faith, it's impossible to please God. And this deals with the application of your faith. And the only way we please God is through our actions and attitudes. We must operate like the sun is shining when dark clouds are all around. Can I get a witness? You please God by being a living example of what faith looks like to the rest of the world that's facing the same storm that you are in. I was reading this book and it said that when people are given the opportunity to do anything that they want to do, Lester, you know what they do? They do what everybody else is doing. They finally get the freedom to do whatever it is that they want to do. They don't do what other people are doing. Well,